Hi, Charles Moman here. Today I'm going to do another product review, and this will be a 12-volt heated blanket that's meant for emergency use. Could be used for camping, and that's why I'm going to be doing this review and tell you all about it and see what you think. Thanks for watching. Well, this is a review about this 12-volt heated blanket that comes from Amazon, the company that makes these. It's called Joytutus, Joytutus. And actually they contacted me about doing a product review of something that I really don't use, but I looked at what they had and said, hey, I would be open to doing just a few reviews of your other products. And so this is the first one they sent me, and I'll probably be doing a couple of other reviews as well. And so, as I mentioned in the intro, this is kind of intended for people like you get stranded in a car and say it's cold weather and you have a flat tire and you're waiting for someone to come change it or whatever. There could be all kinds of scenarios. And I looked at it as something that could be used by people in the camping community. Especially I always do videos for my fellow runaway camper owners, but this would apply, of course, to anybody. And many of us have a 12-volt system or a 12-volt lithium battery, like I've got a Jackery 160 and a Jackery 500 that could run this easily. And so I thought this would be something that could be useful for us and possibly for you. And there are a million of them online. And I looked at the reviews, and most people really like this. So let me get this. It's got a nice case and carrying case so you can keep it folded up and put it away. So let me get it open. And what I want to do in this review is I will be showing you the size, what does it feel like, does it get warm enough, and I'll have my wife involved with that a little bit because she's the one that's cold-natured. Is it safe, which is always an important thing to know, because I have read reviews about some that are not well made that actually pose a fire hazard. And apparently this doesn't. I've seen good thoughts about it online. And then I'll be giving other details, specifics about how to use it and some of the safety features and other things as well. So let's get it out of here and set the case down and open this up. When you open it up, right away you see there is the control right here, and I will show a close-up of that, but it's pretty simple. It says DC 12 volt, got an on and off switch, and that's it. It kind of self-regulates itself, and I will be talking about the temperatures that it gets and the safety protection, but it just plugs in your normal cigarette lighter, and the cord is long enough that it reaches into the back seat. So let me get this opened up and I'll hold it up for you to see. Let me hold this up. It's on the floor and it comes up on 5'10", and so the dimensions of this, it's 59 by 43 inches, and it's a really soft wool flannel fabric, and so just without even plugging it in, it would definitely keep you warm even if you were not somewhere to plug this in. Here's the cigarette lighter, the 12 volt. It's got a light that comes on to let you know that it is turned on. It's a nice size. It's actually bigger than I expected it to be, and so it can be used as a throw blanket in emergency situations. And let me talk about some of the safety features that are built into this. On their description in Amazon, it describes, and I'll be showing you that later, that it heats in about 3 to 5 minutes, and the area that's actually heated is about a 70% of the blanket. So I would say that's pretty typical of electric blankets and similar blankets like this. It has multiple safety features. It's got a heat-resistant cigarette lighter, and it's got over-voltage protection. And on their listing in Amazon, it says they have 149-degree temperature overheat protection as well as a cigarette lighter protection. So it has been run through safety tests to make sure that it's safe and will operate and keep you warm without being a hazard to you. As I already mentioned, the power cord is 70 inches long, so I saw one review where someone said they loved having it for their kids in the back seat because it doesn't heat up as fast, of course, back there as it does the front of the car. So they found it very, very useful for that. They suggest that you do not throw this into the washer to make it last longer. If you get something on it, just a damp cloth, just don't drown this thing in water, and it should last you for a long, long time. Well, I brought the blanket in here for my wife to try it out, and I've got it on the Jackery 500, and it runs between 45 and 50 watts. And, well, what do you think?
Well, I was sitting here cold a minute ago, and he brought this blanket in and put it on me, and I'm toasty warm. It's really warm. It's not just part warm, it's really warm.
Yeah. So where would you use this?
Well, I would use it in the car. Plugs in nicely. I would use it in the camper. I would use it in the basement. That's where I hang out. I have a desk down there at my computer as my sewing table, and I paint. And the house heat is forced air, and it's hot, and it's kind of harsh, but this is a nice for heat that you want to stay warm and not have that dry air.
So in the camper, like when it's not cold enough for the furnace to turn on, the heater to turn on?
Yeah, that little heater can be obnoxious, coming off and on and blowing heat in your face. This is really nice.
Right. Well,
it's
thank you.
Quiet, and it's lovely.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your opinion.
You're welcome.
Well, there you go. It passed the Susie test. She still has it. She wouldn't let me bring it back to the office. She's definitely cold-natured. Wherever we go, she always has a blanket year-round when we go into a restaurant or any place. So if she says it's good and warm, you know it is. So there you have it, are my thoughts and my wife's thoughts about the Joytutus heated blanket. Nice size, big area heats up. It's got some very important safety protections and that long cord so that it can reach anywhere. And I think it could be very useful for a lot of people, both in emergency situations and around your house, and especially camping. We mentioned that sometimes it's just a little cool, and Susie just wants something to wrap around her while we're watching a movie on our Kindle or something, and so she can be warm that way, and we don't have to run that ceramic heater, which kind of runs us out sometimes. So there are our thoughts, and thank you for watching. Well, I know it's cold and it's late, but we really need to run to Walmart.
Well, at least you've got it warmed up for me. You plugged it into the cigarette lighter, and it's nice and toasty warm. Thank you. It was also warm when I went to my parents today on that trip.
So I guess we're glad we have it, right?
We're very glad we have it.
All right, well, let's go to Walmart. I'll make it quick.
Okay.